हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू इक्विटी राइज। आज हम डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं इंडिया का गोल्ड रिटेल सेक्टर। तो लास्ट 4-5 सालों में जो गोल्ड प्राइस है वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा बढ़ा है एंड गोल्ड में डिमांड भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा बढ़ी है। तो इसका जो फ़ायदा हुआ है सबसे ज़्यादा लिस्टेड प्लेयर्स में वो हुआ है गोल्ड ज्वेलरी और गोल्ड रिटेल सेक्टर में। तो आज हम इस पूरा इंडस्ट्री का एक डीप डाइव करने वाले हैं। हम पूरा इंडस्ट्री के स्ट्रक्चर को समझेंगे, हम गोल्ड की बुलिशनेस को समझेंगे, फिर उसके बाद हम टॉप 5 स्टॉक्स जो इस सेक्टर में हैं उनका डिस्कशन करेंगे एंड एंड में हम डिसाइड करेंगे कि इन सब में से कौन सा स्टॉक सबसे अट्रैक्टिव है इस टाइम पे। सो लेट्स बिगिन। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अ डिस्क्लेमर, दिस video is only for educational and informational purpose and you should do your own research. This is not a buy or sell recommendation. Okay, so Indian jewelry stocks. सबसे पहले इस इंडस्ट्री को समझना थोड़ा ज़रूरी है, so let's spend 2 minutes digging into that. तो the whole industry का market size is about 7.31 lakh crores at present and it's expected to move on up to 11.18 lakh crores by 2030, which is a good 11% CAGR growth. And इसमें at present only 38 to 40% प्लेयर्स ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर में है, बाकी सारा अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड में है। बट दिस ट्रेंड हैज बीन चेंजिंग लास्ट 7-8 years में। दिस हैज गॉन फ्रॉम अबाउट 26-27% to 40%, which means organized players are gaining market share. So let's talk about that and why organized players are gaining. So basically इनकी एक हॉलमार्क प्योरिटी का फैक्टर होता है, इनकी ट्रांसपेरेंट प्राइसिंग और एक्सचेंज पॉलिसीज होती हैं। आपने सबको तनिष्क की एक्सचेंज पॉलिसी के बारे में पता ही होगा। एंड यू कैन लाइक एक्सचेंज योर ओल्ड गोल्ड एंड दे विल गिव यू विद दैट सेम गोल्ड, उसी की वैल्यू में वो आपको कुछ नया बना के दे देंगे। प्लस दे हैव दैट फैक्टर ऑफ ट्रस्ट इन देम एंड उनका एक्सपेंशन भी काफी ज्यादा है लास्ट कुछ सालों में। ओके, सो नाउ द इंडस्ट्री इकोनॉमिक्स आर सिंपल। इसका डिमांड बेस इज हाउस होल्ड सेविंग्स, वेडिंग्स, फेस्टिवल्स एंड प्रोडक्ट मिक्स है। गोल्ड इज द मोस्ट डोमिनेंट इन ऑल ऑफ दीज स्टॉक्स, बट धीरे धीरे स्टडेड ज्वेलरी ऐड हो गया है, which has led to higher margins because jewelry, gems and jewelry, जो studded jewelry उसमें ज़्यादा margins होते हैं। Okay, let's move on to the stock's financial performance. So talking about Titan now, Titan में ये जो sales का figure है इसमें other segments are also included like watches and eyewear वगैरह, but jewelry is the major component which is Tanishq. तो sales growth was 45% and Kalyan की was 43%, Senco की 33%, N Gadgil की 42% and Thangamayil की 73%. So from the top 5 players based on the latest last year की sales growth, 73% growth है Thangamayil में, which is the highest out of all these 5. So along with that PAT growth अगर आप देखोगे, so the strongest PAT growth is in Senco, but उसमें कुछ adjustments हैं। That is not the complete figure. That has some exceptional adjustments, one-time gains. But apart from that, Thangamayil में 196% जो growth है, that is a genuine good growth. And ROCE is also the highest in Thangamayil, as you can see. And later when we discuss Thangamayil, I'll tell you why they have the highest ROCE. Apart from that, PE ratio we can see, so Thangamayil obviously is not the cheapest out of all, and the cheapest out of all based on just the PE is Senco. But Senco में again, like I told you, is profit को थोड़ा adjustment की जरूरत है, so the PE will go up after that. So now based on this metric, Titan is the most expensive. Now you also might think कि Thangamayil is very expensive, 56 ka P, but later I'll explain why Thangamayil stands out and why that it deserves that premium valuation compared to say N Gadgil or Senco. Okay, so let's first talk about the demand momentum. Now Titan में अभी 10% की buyer growth आई है latest quarter में, which is good, and the jewelry growth was about 39% jewelry segment में. Now Kalyan में same store sales growth was good, 28%, and consolidated revenue was 38%. Senco में again same store sales growth was very good, it was 38%. However, diamond volume was very less, and जो diamond volume में growth है वो भी बहुत कम है, so it's a smaller segment for Senco, and इसलिए उनके margins काफी कम है compared to other Senco Gold के. And N Gadgil had the highest same store sales growth at 46%. एंड Thangamayil का जो गोल्ड वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ है, दिस इज फॉर द एंटायर ईयर। उनका अभी तक ऐसा क्वार्टरली फिगर नहीं आया है, बट दिस इज 12.3% गोल्ड वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ फॉर द एंटायर ईयर, विच इज मोर देन अदर्स। नाउ इसमें हमें समझने की जरूरत है कि जो इनकी रेवेन्यू और जो इनकी ग्रोथ है इन सारे स्टॉक्स की, दैट कम्स फ्रॉम बोथ द वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ एज वेल एज द ग्रोथ इन गोल्ड प्राइस। तो if we separate those and look at only the physical volume growth which is important, तो उसमें हमें पता चलेगा कि Thangamayil has the highest volume growth. तो जो बाकियों की growth है that is a mixture of volume growth plus gold price, but Thangamayil की जो only volume growth है that's very good. That means कि उसमें demand सबसे अच्छा है. Okay, sales growth. Now the latest sales growth. So this is FY26 figures, and some of them बाकियों के लिए these are Q1 FY27 updates. So Senco has 60% growth. So this is all the sales growth figures. And Thangamayil ki last year they had 73% sales growth for the full year, and 38% same store sales growth, and 6 net store additions, and higher gold as well as diamond volumes, which has improved margins. Now, store network and expansion. This is a very important figure to track. So, Titan has the highest number of stores, obviously. They have 1227 stores and they have added 33 new additions in Q1 FY27 alone. And their expansion market is India as well as GCC, which includes all the Dubai and Middle Eastern countries. And their model is owned plus franchised. For Kalyan, the model is more franchised, and same for Senco and N Gadgil. So this is like you can see in a descending order. Thangamayil has the lowest stores right now out of all. But the difference here is that Thangamayil might only have a regional presence near Chennai and in Tamil Nadu, but there are two factors. One, that they are growing more capital consciously, and uska ye matlab hua ki they don't do a franchise model. So they invest and they grow slowly, but all their stores are owned. So that improves their margins in the long term. Apart from that, अभी तक इनके जो चेन्नई और तमिलनाडु में stores हैं, those are, even though they have 66 outlets only, but a key factor is कि उनकी जो revenue per store है that is higher than all the other companies. The reason for that is कि तमिलनाडु में we all know कि वहाँ पे gold की demand, especially for events, weddings and festivals, is way higher compared to other states. So I think being a regional player for Thangamayil is actually an advantage rather than a disadvantage, and it has proven that with its latest results. So, okay, let's talk about the profitability and capital efficiency. So, like I said earlier, Thangamayil ka highest ROCE at 25.5%, which is the reason I gave you. Unke stores are primarily owned by themselves, plus they operate at higher margins, plus they have a good mix of gold as well as studded jewelry. Okay, operating cash flow by PAT. So, let's look at their cash flow conversion. How much of the profits are they actually able to convert to cash? So Senco and N Gadgil, another factor why these two are trading at very low valuations, very cheap valuations, is because they do not have any cash flows. They have negative cash flows, as you can see. They're very working capital intensive and they don't have an asset light model. So working cap and basically expansion has absorbed all their cash for both for N Gadgil and for Senco. So both of them have negative operating cash flows at present, whereas Titan has the best in class cash flows. However, Thangamayil too, it has good cash flow conversion at 0.91. So if you look at the cash flows alone, I think Titan, Kalyan, and Thangamayil are the top options. So let's move on. Okay, valuation comparison. So obviously now Titan is the most expensive at 81.4 times TTM earnings, and Thangamayil is the second most expensive here, just based on the PE ratio at 56.7, followed by Kalyan, N Gadgil, and Senco. So once you adjust Senco's PE, it comes to around 18. But I think in the next slide, I'll talk about why I think Thangamayil deserves that premium valuation compared to others. So here are the key strengths on positioning of all the stocks. So Titan, it has a nationwide scale. It is known for its good quality, Tata backing, good brand, highest valuation though, and it has the highest valuation. And Kalyan, on the other hand, is more of a franchise-led model. So the risk here is the margins and the execution during their franchise-based expansion. Senco में ये है कि वो ईस्टर्न इंडिया की फ्रेंचाइज है एंड दे आर एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन दैट एरिया, स्पेशली इन द वेस्ट बंगाल रीजन. बाकी उसमें थोड़ा कैश फ्लो इन्वेंटरी मैनेजमेंट का कंसर्न्स हैं विच आर देयर, प्लस दे आर मोर कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड इन टर्म्स ऑफ उनका गोल्ड का पार्ट ज्यादा है एंड स्टडेड ज्वेलरी का कम है, विच इज लेड टू लोअर मार्जिन फॉर देम. N Gadgil is good. Unka same store sales growth was very good, but again, new markets mein how they perform plus the cash conversion, that is going to be a problem. Now Thangamayil here, it has the highest volume growth, highest ROCE, and highest runway, in the sense कि अभी they have a lot of expansion in Tamil Nadu itself to go. मतलब अभी सिर्फ चेन्नई and neighboring regions में है, but if they go into other pockets of Tamil Nadu, they still have that expansion with them. And Tamil Nadu mein gold demand is very good, so their plan is to first expand and open new stores in Tamil Nadu itself and slowly move on to neighboring states. So they have a slow but more capital, a capital conscious and a better capital efficient plan. Okay, so now the equity rise view is that the preferred stock, the most attractive stock in this domain is Thangamayil Jewellery. And the reason for that is simple. Their sales growth was excellent. The future commentary from the management is excellent. The gold volume growth is better than all the other competitors. And the SSSG is also very good. And the ROCE is best in class. Now, it has the highest ROCE in the peer group. It has strong growth, which is supported by physical volumes. Now, again, to come to that factor, it has grown not just because of the gold price, but also because its volumes, the physical volumes of gold has grown. Plus, it has a good inventory efficiency and a good cash conversion. So, as we saw, PN Gadgil and Senco, even though वो कम वैल्यू पे ट्रेड कर रहे हैं, पर कम वैल्यूएशन पे ट्रेड कर रहे हैं, पर उनकी कैपिटल एफिशिएंसी, उनका कैश कन्वर्जन इज नॉट दैट गुड कंपेयर्ड टू थंगामाइल. नाउ इनका ग्रोथ फेज का है कि दे आर प्लानिंग टू एक्सपैंड इन एडजेसेंट मार्केट्स and even including Chennai, because abhi bhi Chennai mein bhi inki presence is limited. They have a few stores, but they're planning to expand more in Chennai and adjacent markets in Tamil Nadu. So जो इनका तमिलनाडु की एक franchise है, that is very strong, and I think that this expansion supports that valuation, and all these factors, they do support it, why Thangamayil should get a premium valuation as compared to its peers. So that is the equity rise view, and of course invest at your own risk, and this is not a recommendation to buy or sell. This is just my research and I wanted it to share it with you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll be back with another video soon. Thank you.